Okay, so in the last class, I was talking about Cardan's method. So I gave you the way how to do how to solve a cubic equation using the Cardan's method. So today we will see some examples. So first example is this: solve the equation. Solve the equation. This x cube minus 18x minus 35 equals to 0. This is already in the standard form. If this was not in the standard form, we'll first convert this into standard form, but they have given already in the standard form firstly, so it's all right. So what was the Cardan's rule? We first assume z, but instead of z they have written here x. So let x equals to u plus v. This is how we start. We find x, we cube both sides. X cube equals to u plus v whole cube, that is u cube plus v cube plus 3uv in bracket u plus v. So or x cube minus, send this on the left hand side, 3uv, u plus v is nothing but x, minus u cube plus v cube equals to 0. So on comparing with this the given equation, so comparing with the given equation with the given cubic, what I am going to get? So I will get minus 3uv is nothing but minus 18 and minus u cube plus v cube equals to minus 35. And comparing with the original cubic, or u times v is nothing but 6 and u cube plus v cube is nothing but 35. So this much I had already explained, and what we are now going to do is we will find u cube minus v cube to find the values of u and v. So now we will find u cube minus v cube. So u cube minus v cube whole square is nothing but u cube plus v cube whole square minus 4uv whole cube. Already explained why to use this, because a minus b whole square is a plus b whole square minus 4ab. So u cube v cube, which is uv whole cube. So this will become 35 square minus 4 into 6 square. So 35 square minus 6 square is 6 cube. 4 into 6 cube. 6 cube is 216, I guess. Okay. So we have to compute this 35 square and this. So 35 square is 1225 and this will become 864. So please subtract this. So after subtracting this, we are getting 361. So 361 is nothing but root over of 3. So this will become root over of 361 and 19, correct. So plus or minus 19. Root 361 is plus or minus 19. So look at this. Okay, I'll just write down. And what I have, u cube plus v cube is nothing but 35. So remember one thing, one of the values from here, if I add them, I'll get 2u, v and v is getting cancelled, as simple as that. V and v cube is getting cancelled. So 2u cube, that is I'll write here half, and see, one of them will come positive, one of them will come negative for sure. If you are taking positive and negative both, that will just waste a lot of time. So I'll tell you, one of them will be 19 plus 35 and one of them will be, you take just here minus 19 plus 35. This is always true even if you do it manually. This will only come for sure. So remember one thing, once this will take minus 19, once you will take plus 19. So what is the value of u cube that we are getting? We will get here, this is 54 by 2, that is 27, and this is 35 minus 19 is 16 by 2, which is...
So why did we take the positive value?
No, my point is this, explain. If you compute, you will get my plus minus both here, right? You are telling that u cube will be plus minus 19 plus 35, right? Now you will see that when u cube equals to plus 19 plus 35, then v cube will be minus 19, and when you are taking here minus, you will get here plus 19. So both are giving us the same values. U is this, u cube is this, and v cube is this, or u cube is this, v cube is this. So that is the reason we are taking only one. You can write even minus, you can write here even plus, doesn't matter. Got my point? So we will get both the values like this, 19 minus 19 or minus 19 plus 19. So this is the reason we are taking this one, and there is no other reason. Okay. So u cube equals to 27. What are the values of u? You should get three values of u. Can you tell me what are the three values of u? Very good. So this is a cubic equation, u cube equals to 27. There will be three values for that. So that will be cube root of 27, and cube root of 27 will have three values. So cube root of 27 is 3, you know. So, and multiplying that with the cube roots of unity. What are the cube roots of unity? 1 omega omega square. So 3 omega square. Okay. And similarly, v will be, so you can also determine v from here. Okay. What is v? 6 by u. You can also determine from here, or use this only. So what will be v? It will be cube root of 8. It is 2 omega square. What is omega? You know, you have to write it down. I'll write in the next page possibly. So this thing will be required a bit later. U into v is 6. And remember, x is equals to u plus v. These both things will be required a bit later by us. So again, let me write it down. Sorry. Therefore, u equals to 3 omega square, and v equals to 2 omega square. Okay, where omega equals to, you know, cube root of unity, that is nothing but minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2, and omega square, if you compute, it will be minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. This value of omega you should remember. Omega is the root of x square plus x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, omega and omega square both are the roots of that equation. Now you have to pair u and v because their product is 6. So 3 2s are 6, that is alright. But when u equals to 3 omega, you cannot take v equals to 2 omega, because their product will come 6 omega square, but I know their product should be equal to 6. So when u equals to 3 omega, you have to take v equals to 2 omega square, right? Because 3 2s are 6, omega into omega square is omega cube, and omega cube is 1. And when you are taking u equals to 3 omega square, you have to take v equals to 2 omega. Again, for that same reason, 3 2s are 6, omega square into omega is 1. So since u into v is 6, you have to make this pairs. So this u will make pair with this u will make pair of this u will make pair with this. So therefore the roots of the given cubic are, so remember, to make this pair, u into v is always required, and the roots are u plus v. So 3 plus 2 3 omega plus not this one but 3 omega plus 2 omega square and 3 omega square plus 2 omega. These are the roots. Or 5 you have to simplify this, so put the values of omega here. So 3 into this, so this will become minus 3 plus I 3 root 3 by 2 plus 2 into omega square 2 here, that is minus 2 root 3 I by 2. This is the second root, and the third root is similarly have to multiply 3 here, minus 3 minus I 3 root 3 yes by 2 plus have to multiply 2 here, minus 2 plus I 2 root 3 by 2. Or what are the roots? 5. If I simplify this, the LCM is 2. So this minus 3 minus 2 is coming as minus 5, and 3 root 3 minus 2 root 3 is just root 3, and then plus. So plus root 3 or I root 3 by 2. Another one will be a conjugate of this, because complex roots always occur in conjugate pairs. So this must be, you may check also, minus 5 minus I root 3 by 2. So these are the solutions to the given cubic, or real solution and two complex solutions. So please be careful while making the pairs. Do not take the pairs this way. You have to make pairs in such a way that their product was same as u into v given originally. So u into v was 6. So you have to choose those pairs whose product gives you 6. So always keep that in mind. Let me take question number 2. So the question number 2 is, solve the equation, this equation. The equation is x cube minus 15x square minus 33x plus 847 equals to 0. So remember what we used to do, we will apply the transformation. So apply, because this is not in the standard form, so apply the transformation. What was the transformation? A0 here is 1, so A0, so x equals to z equals to A0 x plus A1, right? So what is A1? So this is 3A1 equals to 15, because the coefficients are binomial. So 3A1 equals to minus 15. So A1 equals to minus 5. So this will become this. So apply this transformation, that is, or you put x equals to z minus 5. Apply this transformation here to remove this x square term. This was the rule which I already explained. So if you apply the transformation and do it, which I am not doing it now, you will get something like this: z cube minus 108z plus 432 equals to 0. So please, you can check it once. After applying this transformation, you should get this standard form of the cubic. So once you have got the standard form, apply the process which I applied in the last sum. So let z equals to u plus v. So therefore z cube equals to u cube plus v cube plus 3uv in bracket u plus v, that is z, or z cube minus 3uv z minus u cube plus v cube equals to 0. So if you compare with this standard form, you compare this to 3uv is 108 and u cube plus v cube is minus 432. Let's write it down. So if I am comparing, what I am getting, 3uv equals to 108 and minus u cube plus v cube equals to 432. So selling minus that side 432. So that means u into v is 36 and u cube plus v cube equals to minus 432. Nothing can be done. So you have to compute what is called as u cube minus v cube whole square, which is nothing but u cube plus v cube whole square, that means 432 square minus 4 uv whole cube, that is 36 cube. So you have to take help of your calculator. So if I compute this, so 432 square minus 4 into 36 cube, I am getting 0. Will it be 0? I guess so, it will be 0. I still have to check once.
Yes, I did.
0, no? It is coming as 0. So therefore u cube minus v cube is coming as 0, and what I have, u cube plus v cube is coming is already minus 432. So what I had told you, so u cube will be, both will be same this time, because yes, u cube is same as v cube, as you can see from here. So u cube, even what I have told you, once you will take plus 0 minus 432 by 2, and once you will take it minus 0, which is same as I can write in 0, because you will take here plus or minus. So once you will take here plus, once you will take here minus, and this will always be same. The sign of this will always be same. So this is nothing but minus 216 minus 216. So you have to find the same thing. So again, very obvious. What is u and v? So u is the cube root of minus 216. This is minus 6. So minus 6 into 1, minus 6 into omega, minus 6 into omega square. And this is same as v again. V is again cube root of 216, which is minus 6 into 1, minus 6 into omega, minus 6 into omega square. You may write what is omega square and omega, right? So what are the things? So since u into v must come as 36, keep that in mind, and pair that way. So what we know, what are the values of z? Therefore z equals to u plus v. So this will make pair with this, okay, good enough, plus this, so it doesn't matter. This will make pair with this again for the same reason, because the product should be 36. So minus 6 omega plus of minus 6 omega square, and minus 6 omega square and minus 6 omega. So that means it is coming as minus 12. It is coming as minus 6 if I take common, omega plus omega square. And if I take minus 6 common, again coming as omega plus omega square. That is minus 12. You know what is omega plus omega square? It is minus 1. Because 1 plus omega square is 0. That is again very obvious. Omega is the root of the equation x square plus x plus 1 equals to 0. So omega square plus omega plus 1 equals to 0. So omega plus omega square will be minus 1. So same here, minus 1. You may write a reason for that. So but eventually what will I get is this. So all the roots are real this time. 6 and then 6. So these are the solutions to z. Keep that in mind. Our task was to find a solution to x. So if I go back, what was x? X was z minus 5. X was z minus 5. So therefore the roots of the given cubic, because I had used a transformation, so roots of the given cubic are, what are the roots? minus 12. So I forgot what was it, z minus 5. You have to subtract you have to subtract 5 from each of them. So minus 5, 6 minus 5, 6 minus 5. So what am I getting? It is coming as, no, I made a mistake, I feel so. Let me check the transformation. The transformation was, so I made a mistake here. The transformation that we use is z equals to a naught x plus a1. We use this transformation. Here a naught is 1, as you can clearly see, and we know 3a1 is the actual coefficient, and the coefficient here is minus 15. So a1 will be equal to minus 5. So this will be minus 5. I have written minus 5, but the transformation has here plus. So this will be minus 5. So x equals to z plus 5. But don't worry, this is a right equation because I copied. Okay. So this is a right equation. So remember, the transformation will be x equals to z plus 5, and this transformation will give you this. Okay. So what are the roots of the given equation? By adding 5 to it, not minus 5. So which is minus 7, 11 and 11. So this is your roots to the given equation. So you always remember one thing, if the cubic is not in the standard form, you have to first bring in the standard form, and then you have to solve it using Cardan's method, and then again get the roots to the original equation. So do you want to ask anything? So let's do one more question of different type from Cardan's method. Number 3. Solve the equation x cube minus 3x minus 1 equals to 0. So this is already in the standard form. So let x equals to u plus v. Therefore, I will write directly x cube minus 3uvx minus u cube plus v cube equals to 0. We write all those things on comparing and all. So on comparing, this 3 and 3 is getting cancelled, minus 1 is getting cancelled. uv equals to 1. So u times v equals to 1, and on comparing, u cube plus v cube is also 1. So what is u cube minus v cube whole square will be u plus v whole u cube plus v cube whole square, which is 1 only, minus 4 into 1 cube, which is again 1, which is minus 3. So this time the value of u cube minus v cube is coming as imaginary. U cube minus v cube is coming as root over of this. Root over of this, you know, is I root 3. Root over of minus 3 is I root 3. So what are the values of u and v? So this is this, and I have u cube plus v cube equals to, plus or minus definitely, equals to 1. So what I know, one value will be plus and one value will be minus. So therefore u cube is coming as, so this is getting cancelled. I'll take the plus value. So 1 plus I root 3 by 2, you know, this will come, and v cube will come as half of, you'll take a minus, so 1 minus I root 3 by 2. So try to understand my point. This time you have to find u as the cube root of this complex number. So you have to find the cube root of a complex number. This will be a bit tricky job. So up to here the process was exactly same. There we are getting a negative, there we were getting a positive or a negative number whose cube root can be easily determined. But now you have to determine the cube root of this complex number. So you write this down in the polar form. So what is the polar form of this? So this will become half plus I root 3 by 2 whole to the power 1 by 3. So that is u equals to, when is cos half, it is at 60 degrees, no? That is cos of pi by 3, and when is sine root 3 by 2. So this is the required polar form. Good enough. So remember, whenever you have a complex number in the polar form, you can easily determine its nth root. So here first it is 1. If suppose there was 8, you will first take the cube root of it. That will become 2, and you will get 3 different angles. I'll tell you what are the angles. So therefore the values of u are, so this, remember one thing. Let me first write it down. Okay, I'll write it down somewhere here as a note, because I'll not derive those things at this moment. This you have done in your complex algebra course possibly. So remember, when I have a complex number in the standard form, r cos theta plus I sin theta, and you have to find the nth root of this complex number 1 by n, or suppose I am taking the cube root only for the time being. So the answers are, firstly, r to the power 1 by 3, and the first angle will be cos theta by 3 plus I sin theta by 3. This is by de Moivre's theorem. This will go inside, comma. The second one will be r to the power 1 by 3 cos of, what you do, you just add 2 pi here. That means 2 pi plus theta by 3 plus, you have to add 2k pi in simple words. 2k pi, 2k theta, 2 pi plus theta by 3, and one more, r to the power 1 by 3 cos of 4 pi plus theta by 3 plus I sin 4 pi plus theta by 3. These are the roots. Basically, when you have the power n, okay, 1 by n. So 2 pi plus theta, like you have to do 2k pi plus theta, 2k pi. K equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. This is in general form. So here theta is pi by 3. So let me write in the next page only. So remember, once you will do theta by 3, here number is 1, so don't care about this. So here theta is pi by 3. So remember, this is pi by 3 by 3, that is pi by 9. 2 pi plus pi by 3 by 3, we have to simplify all those things. So let's simplify this. Just have a look once and then we can simplify it. So let's apply this to u. Let's apply this to u. So what is that? What is that? U will be equal to, so theta is pi by 3, keep that in mind, r is 1, so I'm going to write that. So this will become cos of theta by 3, pi by 3 by 3, that is pi by 9, plus I sin pi by 9. This is the first value. The second value will be, cos of, you will add 2 pi, to pi by 3. So the second value will be 2 pi plus pi by 3 whole divided by 3. Right? So what is that? 3 2 is 6 plus 1, 7 pi by 3 by 3, 7 pi by 9. So this will become 7 pi by 9 plus I sin 7 pi by 9. And lastly, you have to add 4 pi here. So if I take here 4 pi, 3 4s are 12 plus 1 13, that is cos of 13 pi by 9 plus I sin 13 pi by 9. So these are the 3 values of u. Okay. Now look one thing. V is nothing but, or VQ is nothing but the conjugate of U cube. So remember, its polar form will be just minus here and minus here. So what I'll do, what are the values of U therefore? You just replace all the values, all the angles here by minus. Okay. So the first value of U will be cos of minus pi by 9. Cos of minus pi by 9 is same as cos of pi by 9. And plus I sin minus pi by 9. But you know, sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So minus will come outside. So this is the value of V. So this is the first value. This is the second value. It will be minus. Okay. If you want to ask anything up to here, please ask. Now remember one thing, u into v was 1. U into v was 1. So these two will make a pair. Why will these two make a pair? Because this one will make a pair with this one. Because if you multiply this with this, it is a plus b into a minus b. So that will become cos square pi by 9 minus I square sin square pi by 9. So I minus I square will become plus 1. So this will become cos square pi by 9 plus sin square pi by 9. That is 1. So these two will make a pair. These two will make a pair. And these two will make a pair because their product will be 1. By using the formula sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So therefore, what is x? U plus v. So you will add this with this. So this and this is getting cancelled. So cos pi by 9, cos pi by 9, 2 cos pi by 9. Another one will be 2 cos 7 pi by 9. Another will be 2 cos 13 pi by 9. Okay. So this is the roots of your given equation. And keep that in mind, this all roots are basically real because cos cannot give you an imaginary answer. So these are also real. You can, using suitable formulas, you can also reduce these angles if you want to. But these are the roots to your given equation. So we have seen three different kind of sums. When the value of u cube, when u cube minus v cube was real number greater than 0. We have also seen when it was less than 0. Okay. When we have also seen, I guess, when it was 0, and lastly this one when it is imaginary. So these are the all cases I have covered. So anyone may come in your exams because Cartan's method is important. But first you remember, you first have to apply. So let me just summarize it very quickly. So maybe for 2 minutes. So when you have given cubic like this, a naught x cube plus 3a1 x square plus 3a2 x plus a3 equals to 0. So when you have this cubic, you want to solve this cubic, you first reduce it into the standard form z cube plus 3hz plus g equals to 0. By using the transformation z equals to a naught x plus a1, or you can write x equals to z minus a1 by a naught. Remember, you have to use this suitable transformation to reduce here, and what we do here, we put z equals to u plus v such that what will be z cube? So z cube was z cube minus 3uv z minus u cube plus v cube equals to 0. So on comparing, you get the values of uq and vq, you get solve for z, and once you have solved, when you have the solution, not solve for x, when you have solution for z, you can get from here solution of x. By putting the values of z in here, you will get the values of x. So this is all about the Cartan's method. So more or less we have understood how to solve a general cubic having binomial coefficients. So keep that in mind. We have only done when the coefficients are binomial. So that's all for today. In the next class, I'll start with the biquadratic equation. Thank you.